All right, once again, friends, my name's Bob. This is Mike, and he's my roommate, and he's got all kinds of great stories. And every time he starts telling me a story, I got to get out the camera because I want to share it with you. You got to hear this. He's going to tell me about, he used to hang out with Robert Conrad, the actor. He was in the Black Sheep thing, right? Black Sheep Squadron.
Black Sheep Squad, but Wild Wild West was his main.
Oh yeah, Wild Wild West. That Robert Conrad.
Yeah.
So how did you meet him and how did you start?
My sister did housekeeping for him and introduced me to him, and then I ended up working for him, basically helping her out with a house, but the man was into brass and he loved his brass polished. So I'd go in his house and polish up all his brass. Knickknacks, bell, whatever, but the man loved brass. He had a boiler room, and the boiler was brass, which took about a week to polish.
Wow.
But he would have entertainment, guests come to his house, and I would have to drive to San Francisco, California, and pick them up at the airport, drive them back to his house. They'd stay a weekend, few days, whatever. I'd drive them back to the airport, use his vehicle to do it. Use his snowmobile to go into town and get things for him and bring them back to the house when it snowed.
You told me one time
work out with him.
You worked out with him.
Punching bag, and the man was real physical fit. Pack a hell of a punch. About knocked me in the bag over trying to practice with him.
Wow.
But he was a good old boy.
And where was this?
It was Bear Valley, California.
And didn't you guys go into town together one night or something? Or not? In his...
A few times. Well, not so much together, but he would be in town and I'd show up. Have a few drinks at the bar. A few laughs. Good old boy.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Is that all you got?
Pretty much, yeah. On Bob, anyway.
Oh, now it's Bob. He calls him Bob.
Yeah.
That's how well they knew each other. See, this is Mike, my roommate. He knew Bob Conrad.
He insisted I call him Bob.
Oh, okay. See what? Yeah.
Not Mr. Conrad, not Robert. Call me Bob.
Cool. Now he had an attractive girlfriend. Didn't you tell me about that?
His wife.
His wife. Is he still alive? I don't.
Yeah.
I gotta be careful what I say, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I like. I liked his movies. I liked the guy as an actor. I liked all of his roles. I think it's just fascinating that you knew him and were employed by him.
Yeah, it was pretty fascinating.
But you told me a story about Mrs. Conrad. I can't remember what it was, but there was something there.
Oh, probably he bought her a Jaguar. She wanted a Jaguar.
That was it, I think you were
Well, he bought it in Chicago and had it shipped to California.
Right.
And the first day she goes to drive it, she backed it off the side of the mountain, off the property. Backed it up, and it got wedged on the side of the mountain. They had to call a tow truck up and pull it out. That didn't make his day at all. We thought it was kind of funny later, but that's probably not something I'm going to get in trouble for saying.
Okay, we may have to edit out that last part about the Jaguar. All right. Coming up next is a story about the bees on strings. They used to tie bees together on strings out of sheer boredom. You got to hear that one.